Our final unexpected thug video, submitted by K-Maz, also a YouTube link. Park Ranger, keeping it real. All right, I'm going to quiz you.
You gonna dance?
All right, take a guess. Of these two men, which is the better dancer? If you had to assume.
Based on just that freeze
Based on
frame
just
there?
this image. Which one's the better dancer? I'll let it play a little.
Based on the video, just the fact that it's a video, I'm going to bet the guy in the khaki.
Okay. P.S. These guys are at work right now. I don't know if they're on a break, but they're clearly enjoying themselves.
I think the world would be a better place if everyone could dance at work.
This is true. Guess what? It was a trick question. That guy's the best dancer in the room.
Too old school with it.
The world is a better place when we can just let loose. It's just better.
That is, I would say, of the unexpected thugs, that was the most unexpected thug.
Wasn't even on the screen in the beginning.
Nope. Amazing dancer, park ranger. One of my favorite things is I like messing with my mom because my mom is really easy to mess with and it's fun and they always have the best reactions. So this one's submitted by Alpha F. Mom was worried about my trip to the Grand Canyon. I sent her this picture. So this is a brilliant human being who went around to Magic the Gathering tournament and had his friend take pictures next to butt cracks. And I honestly don't know if we have enough time to get to all of them. This is in one tournament.
And it's a big one. I mean, I've been to a lot of game tournaments, and that's a big one.
The look on his face is the best one. How it's just like he's filming a nature documentary.
I feel like it's like almost a religious experience for him. I'm so glad for these people that their pictures are more or less anonymous.
Right. Well, I will say, the last I heard, this guy did get banned from all Magic the Gathering tournaments, which I don't think is fair because this is the most attention Magic the Gathering's gotten since like 1998.
I mean, it's just like how pants are constructed.
And also, it's not, I don't think I feel like he didn't go there and go like, there's a lot of ass cracks around. I feel like he's been to many of these and was like, you ever notice all the ass cracks? Next tournament, I'm documenting this.
Well, it's history. See, he's praying. It's a religious experience.
Right, yeah. This is a very important thing to him.
I hope he gets to go back to tournaments.
He's probably better off without it.
Yeah.
Move on to something else. Play Netrunner. Don Caliente. Also, everyone's got a good name today. The subreddit GIFs. This is the mark of a true rock star. This is fantastic. Oops. There's volume on there. Wait for it. Come on. Like,
I'm surprised that they could throw that, whatever it was it a beer?
I believe it was a beer. Hopefully it was a beer. Because he just kind of went for it.
Like, without splashing it all over everyone.
Right. It's just like, it's not enough that you're the lead singer of this band. And everyone's like
on what would be a stage dive for most people.
It's like you're already the coolest person in the room, and then you have to up it like crazy, where like you have superpowers now. At that point, what like that cup could be full of poison, and it's just like, no, I can't not drink it. Did you see what I just did?
Yeah.
Also, I just noticed this dude down in the corner who just hears everyone cheering and kind of respond like he has no idea what just
Which
happened.
guy are you pointing at?
The guy down here, like by his holding up his leg.
Oh.
It was just like, woo! I
Like
assumed
looking up at
something
his crotch?
amazing. Yeah. I guess I should give credit. The band. Well, I don't know if it's the band or that's the person's name, but it's John Coffey.
Live Op Pink Pop Festival.
Yeah, I don't know if this is like an American. I don't know where this is, but that's amazing. And that guy, that's a rock star move
That
right
is
there.
a pretty badass move.
Submitted to the subreddit our videos. Fireworks malfunction. 45-minute display accidentally set off in 35 seconds. ... Or greatest display of all time.
I think greatest display of all time, and I don't even have to see it to know that.
This is insane.
This is the best fireworks show ever.
I'm dying. I'll go now.
That was perfect.
Yeah, I guess so.
At the end, you could hear a lady going, "Best fireworks display ever." Because you see that's incredible, and then you look at your watch and you go, "Oh crap, we can get home before 11. Like this is amazing."
Well, that was the equivalent of me on a third date. It's gone in 35 seconds.
Let's be honest. You never planned to last 45 minutes.
No,
It
but
was-
I insinuate that I might,
right,
just so that I can get that first 35
We're
seconds.
talking about eating dinner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
right.
I want to make sure.
Dipping tobacco. All right, we can talk about this.
Oh, wow.
Stop it, because this is one of the worst habits you can.
Yeah,
have.
if you're gonna dip anything, like French onion dip's pretty good.
Oh yes.
Salsa.
I make my own salsa.
Yeah, you know, or you could just put your hand up on my hip, and when I dip, you dip, we dip. There's something here that says a guy I used to work with just died.
All right, let's go into it.
Boy, what if there's a picture and just, like, everything, his lower lip down is just gone.
I'm going to read one line. Well, let's read one line at a time.
Oh, yes, this
Okay.
poem.
Gifted mechanic.
Very nice man.
4 young sons and a wife.
Always had a good pinch going.
Went to the doctor because he didn't feel right.
Diagnosed with stage 4 throat cancer. I would be a terrible doctor.
Went to the hospital for some tests a couple of weeks later.
Never came.
He was 48 years old.
Just saying. Let's all read the last line.
Downvote all you want.
Wow.
He was a real asshole, though.
Our condolences.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Our
Feel
condolences.
bad.
We don't know who this was, but
I feel like in
That man was Gary Coleman.
I feel like in
Not true.
in the obituary you put for someone who died of throat cancer, maybe not say always had a good pinch going.
Right.
That's kind of like your friend died in a car accident. It's like this dude hated seatbelts.
You know what I think, though? It's to be a warning.
maybe
He always had a bit. He was a good man. But that thing that killed him?
Oh, you're
was
saying
his vice.
is this person perhaps not a dip enthusiast?
No, I don't think.
And this is a tale of caution.
Yeah.
That could be the case.
What does gut it mean? This guy says, damn, that's nuts. Did he gut it a lot? I've heard that by doing that, it can give you stomach. Oh, does that mean swallow it?
Swallow it?
Yeah.
But definitely don't do that.
Yeah, why would you?
Like,
Why would you? It's like finishing your cigarette and going, let me swallow that
Yeah.
butt.
oh, the filter's the best part.
Mmm.
Really
Really
I don't think
burps
dip has
good.
filters, though.
what?
I don't think dip has
No,
filters.
this is a cigarette.
Favorite song that mentions dipping? I think I quoted it earlier.
I think this is hysterical. Boom!
That is...
Like, 1,000,000 to 1 shot, Doc. Like, couldn't have done it again if you tried.
Yeah, how does that work? Obviously physics.
I'm so upset that this doesn't continue, because I imagine his reaction is, ow, 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 and then tell me someone
Is that
got
a hit
that.
in the bread basket? Is that what they call the bread basket?
I don't
he
know
gets
what the
hit?
bread basket is.
You punch someone in the bread basket.
No, I've heard the term before, but I never realized I actually don't know what that means. I've never watched enough old-timey boxing to... I haven't seen enough pugilism to know where the bread basket
Pugilism and fisticuffs, as they say.
is. Can we look at it like Grey's Anatomy and be like, bread basket?
Where is the? That's like the piece in old school Operation.
Yeah.
Where he's like the bread basket.
Yes, I'm sorry, Mr.
You have
Johnson.
to take out your bread basket.
You have bread basket cancer. But yeah,
now this guy has bread basket issues.
Yeah, they'll have to remove his bread basket. This was submitted to the subreddit GIFs by Totally Right On. Before we start watching it, I just don't want to address everything's gonna be fine. So this is at some sort of outdoor rally, something or other.
Oh, look at the... No.
Like, let's talk about the foresight of that guy pulling his kid. Because my instinct would have been I would have ran with the crowd because I'm a coward. This person decided to go the other way and probably saved him and his kid's life. If you watch it,
Whoa.
this is
Do we know
at full
why
speed.
this car was driving at this
This is some sort of like professional rally.
How they do the race car stuff or
Yeah.
something?
Also, I can play the
So
GIF,
like
but-
these folks were out for the air show, but it wasn't the air.
right.
Right.
Let's-
Right, exactly.
We need to.
And then they became a part of the show. Look at... Oh, why was that
Right.
What
So
is,
this is
what
like-
is it? I need to know what is in his other hand. Because he should have let that go and grabbed that
What
baby.
is in his other hand?
No, it's something... What is in that? Look, is it
I think
a
it's
t-shirt?
I think it's a t-shirt.
Would you drop the t-shirt? Drop the t-shirt. I mean, come on. Pick up
Because
the kid.
that guy's drifting. He's like
No,
totally
I can't
Tokyo
believe
drifting.
He won't drop the
He did
t-shirt.
technically get the t-shirt out of the way
No,
before
look,
the car
the
or
baby
before the
is still-
kid. Yeah.
No, but come on, get the t-shirt.
Well, the kid's like
Why-
trying to fight
Come
him.
on. I mean, that's ridiculous.
And there's a lot of
T-shirt.
videos of these of people that at these races and they get right up to the let's stop that.
Yeah, but what is the reason? I mean, do you love the way the dust coming to your face and your nose? I mean, why do you have to be so close to the race?
I watch UFC sometimes and I never think like, you know what make this much more fun to watch? If I was in danger of getting punched in the face. I think that would really improve the experience. No, let's
It would be more visceral.
yeah, but I prefer to watch
like when
my
people do
sports
that
from a
Bulls
respectable
thing, the Bulls.
Oh, they get everything they deserve.
Oh, that's-
I don't like you're gonna torture an animal for fun and then
And
it's such a tragedy when those people are killed. Like
no.
I'm all for it. I root for the bull in that
Right.
situation.
I
I am
agree.
not team human.
I am with you on that one.
But yeah, that's crazy. And stop bringing. It's fine if you want to. Stop bringing your babies onto onto racetracks.
Why? There's no protection for them there at all.
Oh, there was
There's
that.
nothing but-
There was that little
Oh,
ribbon.
there's that
the
rope.
ribbon on the
Oh,
stick.
Yeah. Oh, the rope that you tell people don't step on my lawn because I just planted my greens. That rope. Oh, okay. That's gonna protect a human. Okay. That
Weird.
is crazy.
A lot of dudes with no shirts on, also, which is weird.
He might have been hot. I'm not going to judge.
I guess. All right. Makes them more
Even
agile
the
when they have to
yeah,
run away
it was
from the car.
something- It was something about the shirts though, because that man would not let that shirt go. So I don't know what that was, but that man would not let.
You know,
that
I'm going to
shirt
say
go.
I will defend the shirt because when you're in a stress situation, you're going to hold whatever you're holding on to.
But
Like, you're just going to grip hard.
the baby.
It's like sex.
So in this
But the
situation,
baby.
yeah, his
But the-
his child and his T-shirt were equally important to him.
Right.
Is what
No,
you're
it's
saying?
It's just your
That
fist
is-
is going to do this.
No, but the baby. Look where he's at. Look where he's at. Why is he there? Why is he there? There's no explanation for that. There's none. But yeah, okay. I'm sorry. That just
Also, that guy's wearing a fedora. He should have been hit. I just want to throw that out there.
Trilby.
Whatever. It's a douche hat, is what it is. Managed to fool opponents as well as his teammates. Unfortunately, this is a tiny, tiny GIF, but I think you'll get the gist. All right. Nope. Gotcha.
Wait, huh?
So the tip-off, he pretended that he needed to go the other way and fooled everyone on the court all at once.
Oh, my God.
Right. I am not a sports ball person, but that's a pretty impressive move.
That is.
You gotta play the minds, man. I don't understand sports either.
How?
Hey, how caught up in a game can you be?
Right.
Somebody can turn you around to that point. Like, your adrenaline is just so gone that you probably should be doing something else. That's what I think.
But what made him think that would work? I would never attempt anything like that. I'm just going to assume everybody is stupid for a second and see if I can get this to work.
Or, I don't know, maybe he was about to... I don't know.
But his teammates don't even run that way. Everyone, you can see the guy down in the right-hand corner, he turns around like, oh, right, my bad.
I don't know. I'm baffled
he's
by
like,
it.
yeah,
I can't even...
He's Michael Jordan meets
I've
David
never
Blaine.
seen nothing like that before. I'm baffled.
He's the mentalist.
He is. He's the mentalist of the basketball court. Which is good, because also he doesn't look that tall. He needs all the tricks he can get.
Yeah.
Man, sometimes you just gotta...
Well, that one's gonna make him stand out for a little while.
He outsmarts him.
I don't think he'll be getting away with that one very long.
Yeah, no, that's the one.
That's it.
It's a good thing they got it on film, because that is the last time you'll see that. Ever heard of Pack-a-Pong? This is a shut up and take my money moment. This is the game called Pack-a-Pong. It's a combination of Pac-Man, Pong, and Space Invaders.
That is crazy.
Right? Apparently the guy on the right is losing pretty bad, but I very much want to play this.
Yeah.
It's
Oh my gosh.
oh yeah, they throw some Donkey Kong in just because of the game. I don't think this game is in any way official, but you can get it. It's
They're eating little space invaders.
Oh, the whole thing. It's developed by a studio called King Penguin. Oh, you won.
You won.
Nice. Good comeback. I built a fully functional overhead control panel for my computer. Look at this thing.
That is what...
Right?
I feel like it's war games.
It's first of all, beautifully designed.
It's pretty.
But also functional. Like the...
What's it do?
Okay, so these
My
switches...
voice just got like I'm changing.
That's how excited you are. Like,
What's
tell me
that
more.
thing?
So these switches right here, those just launch programs. Like, so he flips that switch and Photoshop comes up, and Premiere and whatever. What are the other ones?
What's the waveform collider do?
Yeah, he gave them weird names. Like those just launch
iTunes.
There is they launch iTunes. I guess that is the waveform collider. Yeah, he gave them
that's where waveforms
weird
would collide.
Right, he gave them weird sciencey names. Some are just like keyboard shortcuts that he put as awesome buttons. This is my favorite. The volume controls are less rock and more rock.
Nice.
This person he's just my favorite. Oh, and the switches here on the
weapon
on the volume controls.
Oh.
Those just launch playlists. So
2D
he can
Lavoro, Trill, and Swiss Switch.
Yes, so he can do his Trill playlist. Just boom, push of an awesome button.
What is a
or
Trill
switch.
playlist? Is that where people go
Yes,
like that?
It's just recordings of tribbles. And some of it are just like purely aesthetic, like this ship thing. Nothing to do with the ship. This is it's artificial intelligence emergency override, and it's been ripped out.
Nice.
Yeah. And then he goes into the whole thing about how to make it, like how to
design
program
your
the-
own.
It's-
create the thing.
Right. It is way more everything than I have patience for. But
That is,
I do want one.
that is an artful life.
Right. It doesn't say how long it took him. It must take him forever. But yeah, he programmed everything, and I don't know. Just it's functional, nerdy art, and I want it.
Good for yeah. I feel like what was the name of the computer in War Games?
What was his name? Whopper.
Whopper?
Was that it?
WOPR?
All right.
Sounds like a weird radio station from like
I guess that ultra powerful computer that was defeated with the power of
Tic-Tac-Toe.
Who needs a car when you're covered in wheels? Check this guy.
So he's like a transformer.
He's like an 8-year-old sketch come to life.
Yeah, that's exactly the kind of thing I would have drawn had
Yeah.
rollerblades existed when I was a kid.
Oh, apparently this is being done on an open road because that guy just passed what must be the most confused motorcyclist ever.
This uses gravity.
Why
But
would-
basically, you would just be able to go. I'm not sure how you'd propel yourself if you are.
Yeah, as
flat
long as the
ground.
villain is downhill, he's solid. But as soon as the villain's like goes up a flight of stairs, he's like, wait a minute.
There used to be a villain in, I think, DC. Oh, I got a little air. There used to be a villain in DC Comics called the Roller Raider.
Really?
Ew.
What this
Someone's eating.
This story just took a turn. I don't know what happened to our hero. This is like the.
Oh, there he is.
Oh.
Oh, yes. Oh, apparently he can propel
He's.
on flat ground.
I feel like the end of this video is like, man did not survive after trying to go through wherever this is, North Korean traffic. What? Oh, he's in Germany now.
Is he doing luge?
He is.
One man luge team? That's crazy. He's going all cool runnings and stuff.
Oh,
He did get all cool running.
yeah.
I made that into
I don't know why they sort of put 2
Or
frames
adverb.
of blood in. That was messed up.
Well, because the cool runnings. From the injury that happens at the end.
I suppose.
Oh, villains are not villains.
Yeah, maybe you just grab the can like mid, like.
Yeah, I think. Oh god, is he gonna fight
He's
that,
gonna
that
fight a
tank?
All right. Well, I mean, good for this guy. I'm not even gonna describe it. The title is just LED Pixel Staff.
Okay.
Check this out.
What?
That is real. That is in camera. That is not like,
What? I want that.
right? This is from, it's a company called, look at that! I'm telling you, this is our first investment when we, like,
What?
we're
No.
getting one of these for the show.
I want this. I also want
Right?
This. Yeah. Do you design?
Oh,
So
there's
who
a whole,
designs the designs? If you know what I mean.
It's this guy with the sweet vest and the white socks. No, it's called, the company is called
A Technologies.
A Technologies. They're from Slovakia. And it's just, they design this app and they have like a software where you can upload like music. There we go.
Your images and.
Like images and music cues. So you like load in the pattern
Oh wow.
and then you look like a wizard is what, like that's step 2.
Crazy. How much would one of those be? Because now I'm saving.
There's no amount of money. Like it's
What if we had sword fights with those like lightsabers?
what if yes, exactly. We're in the future. We made it. Like this is it.
Yeah.
We're done with, like it doesn't.
What if we
nothing
put
else
those on
matters
the
at this
spokes
point.
of bikes?
The possibilities are endless. These people are
No one would ever run me over.
geniuses. Look at this man's goatee.
That's it.
I adore every single thing about this.
That's rad.
About what's happening right now. Let's watch it
I'm gonna watch it
This
again.
guy's- Right?
That guy's like summoning Pokemon or something.
I'll learn the moves. Like, it's fine. Like, this is...
I mean, you know, how hard can it be to twirl a baton?
Well, this guy seems like a pro.
I mean, I've done my fair share of twirling, I guess.
I'm sorry. Well, you just gonna let that hang? Just
Yeah.
like, oh, I've twirled stuff. Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah, exactly. All right, you are no match for this wizard.
I didn't say that I was. I just said my fair share.
Today I learned that on an island in Indonesia, if a child dies before it has started teething, the baby is placed inside the trunk of a growing tree. The hole is then sealed, and as the tree begins to heal, the child is believed to be absorbed. Now, that's some wild stuff. That is the tip of this iceberg. The picturesque mountains of the region of South Sulawesi in Indonesia is home of an ethnic group called the Toraja. Pretty sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. These simple people practice animism, the view that all non-human entities, such as animals, plants, and even inanimate objects, possess a spiritual essence, have developed some of the most elaborate funeral rites in the world. These include the tree burials reserved for infants who die before teething, and parading mummies who died decades ago. When a Torajan dies, family members of the deceased are required to hold a series of funeral ceremonies over many days. But the ceremonies don't take place immediately after death because a typical Toraja family often lacks the funds needed to cover the funeral expenses. So they wait weeks, months, sometimes years, slowly raising funds until enough has been saved. During this time, the deceased is not buried, but is embalmed and stored in a traditional house under the same roof with his or her family. Until the funeral ceremonies are completed, the person is not considered to be truly dead, but merely suffering from an illness. So, just in case you're not with us so far, if you die in this certain area of Indonesia, you just hang out in your house
Until someone pays.
until someone can afford to give you the proper send-off. All right.
What's the proper send off?
Or we'll get into that. Once enough funds have been collected, the ceremony can begin. Ceremony is very interesting. There's some animal sacrifice. There's some dancing. There's some singing. I know you're not down with the animal sacrifice, but animals get eaten. It's
I like
not
dancing
just
and
like
singing.
dancing and singing is great. The animals are also eaten, but they're ritualistic. But we'll move past that.
Like Hannibal style.
These are not people, just animals.
Same to me.
Then comes the actual burial. But Torajan tribe members are rarely buried in the ground. They are either placed in caves dug out of the rocky side of the mountain, or wooden coffins that are hung on a cliff. The grave is usually expensive and takes a few months to complete. This is where it goes from, like, interesting to creepy. A wood-carved effigy called a tautau, representing the deceased, is usually placed in the cave looking out over the land, and those look like this.
Whoa.
So, you die, and then you are hung in a box on the side of a mountain, and a creepy doll is put there to represent you.
But not like animatronic, like Chuck E. Cheese style.
It looks like a demented It's a Small World a little bit.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Alright, this is where the whole babies thing's in it. If a child dies before he has started teething, the baby is wrapped in cloth and placed inside a hollowed out space within the trunk of a growing tree. Dozens of babies may be interred. That's a weird word.
No,
May be
that's the
interred within a single tree.
It means like buried.
I guess. Like, one tree, like, there's a picture of that on one of these. Yes. That's an infant's grave. Right? I hesitate. Oh, well, all right, I'll finish the story. The burials are completed, the guests have feast and return to their homes, but the rituals are not over. Every few years in August, a ritual called Manene takes place in which the bodies of the deceased are exhumed to be washed, groomed, and dressed in new clothes. The mummies are then walked around the village like zombies. Look at this. Like, so they bring out the bodies of their dead and, like, put them in suits and stuff.
Wow.
Like, these people know about the necktie, and they still... Like, they still... I hesitate to use the word crazy, because this is people's cultures, and let's face it,
Culture thing, man.
these people are dead. Like, it's not like they're hurting anyone.
Well, this is how what you share important things with the people you care about, in a way.
Yes, I understand. Like, all rituals that have to do with what we do with our dead are about, are about grief and about, moving on or the lack of moving on.
Or not moving on,
the
right?
inability to move on. But man, this is a weird one.
It's definitely different from what we do in America.
It's very different. It's really hard to wrap your head around. It's like, it's just the whole thing. The whole, like, it hangs out, like, the person's, like, body hangs out in your house, and the creepy dolls, and the other crazy thing is, this is not like, oh, we sent cameras in, and, like, white men haven't been here, and, like, this is, if you go on the Indonesian Tourist Board website, this is, like, the number 2 tourist attraction that is listed on there. Right? It's a weird open thing that, like, they just invite people to come look at it, like... That's the other thing, like, is you can go observe it. You'd think it would be a private affair, but then again, these are people that are...
This is the way we were trained to think about this.
I know. I'm not saying it's wrong. Like, they're not hurting anyone,
right, but the weirdness is just like the American way of looking at death.
No, that's...
Not just American.
Way before American, yeah, we've been burying our dead because of disease and not wanting to look at mummies.
But people have been mummified.
I suppose, but man, this is up there. This is gonna go in. This is in the highlight reel. This is in our clip of the year at the end. It just simply says, "I live with a barbarian."
Okay. Was that butter?
That is butter.
So this person is mildly infuriated
But
as to
do
how...
you know these people? These, like, top butter scraping people?
Well, I've never seen
Shut
such a
up.
thing.
You are not. You're fired.
What?
I'm kicking everyone off today.
What? Ooh, snap.
You do the top scraping? You're
A top scraper?
You're a monster.
I don't understand why you're infuriated.
Okay.
And why this person is
What if I need an exact tablespoon of butter? What if I'm baking?
How often do you bake?
Often enough that this pisses me off.
Do you not have your own butter stash?
No.
No?
It is communal butter. This is butter for all.
You are a serious enough baker that you are going to have...
I'm not a serious baker.
You're going to measure your tablespoons out via the wrapping on the package.
All right.
But you don't have dedicated butter for that baking.
All right.
I would argue you are not a serious baker. Go butter yourself.
All right. There is...
No.
Let's
No.
be real for a second. This is less about baking and more about my OCD. And that I cannot...
Then again, I ask, why don't you have your own butter? Why are you sharing butter with someone if it's that important to you?
Because I'm also generous. I don't know. But
What? Then if you're generous, then you don't care what they do with the butter. That's their butter to do with what they want. You gave it to them. Are they stealing butter from you? Because that's a different story.
Are you a top butter scraper? Is that what
No,
we're getting
I'm
at?
not. I don't understand
How
why
does
this
this not
is what's
infuriate
infuriating.
you?
No, what I would find infuriating if you're like, that's my butter. Dude, stay away from my butter. Not how they stole your butter.
I don't know. You try and wrap that back up. That's not going to work.
Yes, it will.
Oh.
Now you have tons of rat. You can saran it if necessary.
No. While we're on butter.
What? War on butter?
No, while we're on butter.
While we're on, I was like, we have a war on butter now?
No. Do you know what a butter bell is?
No.
It's really cool. It's this thing where it's like a porcelain like cup that you put butter inside, and it like turns upside down onto a bowl of water, so it seals it.
Oh.
And so you can keep it at room temperature, but it's perfectly sealed and not gonna like kill you.
That's good. I
It's a
approve
really
of
cool
anything that doesn't kill me.
Yeah, but especially butter is involved. It's
Yes.
like, it's butter involved and I don't die? Perfect.
Yes!
And it spreads nicely.
Count me in.
So yeah, get yourself a butter bell. Don't ever do this because you're a monster if you do.
I don't understand.
Or a barbarian as Oznux.
Although I also don't understand top scraping in general. Like, at what point a person is just
Right,
like,
so-
this is the best way to get... That seems ineffective.
No, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Okay, so all around, terrible.
Yeah, we're here at the front page. We're gonna say we're against top butter scraping.
Yep.
It will be explained to you later.
What top butter scraping will be explained to me?
Oh.
Yeah.
That
okay.
sounds ominous.
Yeah, you can try and explain that sort of logic. Without question, the best video of the Tian Jin Explosion. Do you remember this? This giant explosion that happened in China?
Whoa! Holy shit! Fuck yeah, I'm videoing it. What the?
Also, this guy was apparently... but wait, look at how unfunny it gets in a second.
That might be a gas station or something.
Fuck yeah, it's a guest. Whoa! Oh! What the? Holy shit! No fucking way!
I love how it's like Uncle Jim from Arkansas was visiting China for some reason. He's like,
Are we vendors here?
hold my beer while I film this explosion.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh dear! Are you filming?
Yes, I'm filming!
Because it doesn't happen if you don't capture it.
I think we are dead.
Let's go!
Ooh, now we should run.
Yeah, now.
Now we should seek help.
Also, and I realize this is a very dramatic thing that happened. Like, it's, you know, it is a time of great stress. But for the love of God, people, for the sake of this show, stop filming things in portrait mode.
Yeah, that's the takeaway from this.
It is. Yeah. No, forget safety, forget, you know, preservation of life. Turn your goddamn phone. You ever seen a movie? Like, you've never walked in a movie theater and it's been like, oh, Force Awakens is vertical. It's shot vertical. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, that's right. You tell him.
Yeah. Take that guy who
With a
narrowly
silly
escapes
name.
it. I mean, he lived. Obviously, someone had to upload the video. This isn't found footage.
The footage survived. That's what's important.
Yeah. I mean, we're lucky to have it, but good God, turn your phone. This is a video, and it's simply titled Weed Jesus.
Weed Jesus?
Weed
Weed
Jesus.
Jesus. I was expecting a tiny Jesus, and now I'll expect something
Wee
else.
little Jesus.
Yes.
He's kind of wee. He's not tall. But, this is so good.
Hold up. Hey, for my niggas who be thinking we soft, we don't play. We gon' rock it till the wheels fall off. Hold up. Hey, for my niggas who be acting too bold. Take a seat. Hope you're ready for the next episode. Hey,
Wait for it.
smoke weed every day.
All right. So, we're going to go over this, because we got a lot to talk about.
That was stunning.
I wish I had one of those, like, John Madden telestrators
Yeah.
where I could break it down. So, this is some sort of stupid internet prank that was going to go really poorly. It's
Yep.
like a kid is getting pulled out of a stroller by balloons. And no one would believe that. So, enter Weed Jesus. And I turn the sound off as much as I appreciate Nate Dogg. So sees the prank happen,
Yep.
and kind of what do you want from me, man? I don't got time for this. No, I don't got time. So continues walking while still smoking. Yeah, this guy also waving away like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't appreciate your what you're doing.
But also, his prank is terrible.
Yeah, I don't appreciate what that guy's doing. He's a douchebag. So continues to walk, sees a man in a wheelchair, and doesn't pass him the joint. No.
Throws it at him.
Throws it in his lap.
Flings it.
Because that is Wee Jesus' style. Guy in the wheelchair.
That's for you.
Yeah, there you go. Blessed are you, sir.
That's still on fire.
Picks it up.
I have
Still
thrown
lit.
fire onto you.
Also, he's wearing a Star Wars t-shirt.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. I did not even notice that.
Man just goes like, well,
What? What is this?
how can I not trust him?
I'm sure it's
smokes.
fine.
And
This seems okay.
I've watched this, I'm going to say 20-ish times. The only way it would have been better is if the guy in the wheelchair just got up and walked
Yes.
away. Like, had it ended in a miracle, is the only way that video gets better. Otherwise, like, give it the Oscar. Like, that video right there, spoiler, better than Star Wars. In 30 seconds, better than Episode 7. I'm calling it right now. Might have also been directed by J.J. Abrams. But yeah, that was...
It's pretty great.
It's just so perfect.
I'm still mad at the guy who did the prank. Like, he could have sold that harder.
Oh, the smoking.
Why could you?
Oh, he's
You
the,
just blew that
he's
in
the
my
worst. Here you go.
Yep. I like how these ladies who also, are walking
Yeah.
past that guy.
They
are
also
like,
just...
you're a terrible person.
They did also just walk past, like, the greatest thing to happen in human history, but there you go.